Welcome to the next episode of Revolutionary Talk. We're on to our new series, Wellness Downfalls.
Ooh.
There are many of them.
We gotta get some spooky music to come in for this. What is the topic for wellness downfalls today?
So today's one of the more common one is just general unawareness.
Ooh.
You don't know what you don't know.
Unawareness.
And my question is, can that be intentional or is that an unintentional lack of awareness?
Ooh. I gotta say it's unintentional because half the time you don't even know what you're doing wrong until somebody's like, hey, Chris, why did you do that? That was really mean or hurtful. Like, oh, I was unaware of it. I think, and awareness is key. We'll get to that, but.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like if you're thinking that you're taking healthier options for eating or for, exercising, but then it may not be the best. And, there's other options that maybe people are suggesting. And
yeah. Awareness is that. What do you think? Do you think it's intentional or unintentional?
I mean, I think sometimes people try to ignore the healthier side just to be oblivious. But I think more often than not, it's, they just don't know. I mean, especially if you have an upbringing where health wasn't encouraged or anything. I mean, how would you know? You grow up, go through life, and health is never even
on
considered.
So many levels, is that true?
Well, then somebody brings it to your awareness of how essential health is, and then boom, then it can become intentional versus unintentional or unaware.
Yeah, it's a choice then at that
point.
Yeah,
because at that point you're aware of it. Now it's like, are you going to make the changes or are you going to stay in your old habits?
Right.
Yeah, because you're comfortable where you are.
Yeah.
Perhaps, that growth may feel uncomfortable and it may be too much growth. And no, I want to stay back where I was, but is that really the best thing?
Ooh, I'm going to say no. But I do like comfort. You got to find that effort, that balance between effort and ease, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting topic. I think the biggest thing is just being open to opinions. Like, I mean, it's kind of a general thing in life, like to hear the other side and, but it especially applies in health and wellness. Even if you weren't brought up in a healthier lifestyle, I mean, you got to at least hear the other side and maybe, I mean, surely if you didn't grow up healthy, you're noticing some things not going right. So hopefully that's some sort of motivation.
For sure.
Well, there's so much growth and being open to learning new things and learning from other people too that, if we don't know, we don't know it. So it's always, if we keep that closed, narrow mind, then we're not giving ourselves that opportunity to see what else is out there. And this world is big,
And then once you become aware of it too, and all the new stuff's out there, then you can really divert what could be useful for you, what isn't useful for you, and then you had that last deciding factor of like, do I want to bring this into my awareness or my perception, and then create it in my lifestyle?
Yeah, it's an exploration period, and then you get to implement what resonates best with you.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, even for us, I feel like every month as we do this, as we grow, and I mean, I'm always learning new things, so it's not like that ever stops.
Yeah,
but you just have to kind of be open to it at the start.
Keeps going.
It's a continuing journey. I think that's where it's key to remember. You can never stop learning. There's always something new to learn. You just got to be open to learning it, and giving yourself that opportunity to learn. I think with having this time to slow down, it's giving us that opportunity to really take a step back and like, what is most important? What am I needing to learn at this time? Especially if, there's something that your body or something in your mind that's like really trying to pull you towards that. Well, instead of distracting ourselves from it, maybe that's like a pull of here's this awareness that we're kind of yelling at you, mentally, like, wake up, here's your chance, like, go this way, go, whatever way this is calling you to do. But it can be scary.
Yeah, I feel a big part of that too is like, you have no idea that it's happening, then by creating awareness to anything or like anything new, bringing in awareness and then essentially letting it go after you're aware of it and then letting your subconscious mind really take over and seeing where it leads you. Because that's the real power. If you become aware of it, but then don't like control it or don't like endlessly attached to it and just like
Ooh.
let it flow, you know?
You hit the word.
Yes.
Attachment.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I think that's like everything in our lifestyle. Like, why do you eat these foods or whatever? Because I'm attached to it. Why? I'm not aware of any other options. So creating that awareness and then opening the doors and letting whatever leads you to the next door.
Exactly. And I think, well, for one, you mentioned how your subconscious mind like works for you. It's funny if you learn like any new thing or you discover a new thing, all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, it always happens. Like if somebody tells me this like new car that I'd never heard of before, all of a sudden I pass like 20 of them a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny how that works. But I feel like another thing too with unawareness, like, I mean, there's kind of like wellness in general, but like specific areas I think have been overlooked for a long time. Like mental health might be something that even, physically healthy person growing up has been completely oblivious to.
Yeah.
So that could be an area that's been overlooked for them. And I mean, that's a downfall.
Yeah. I say that's the biggest area in healthcare that's been overlooked for the last probably decade or so. I mean, it's becoming big now, and you're hearing it everywhere, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I got depression, anxiety, or OCD. And you're like, yeah, but you've had it, but now you're just aware of it. And now you let your brain, solve the problem for you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great example of that, actually. Because, I mean, think of all the products that are coming out now that people realize it's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So for those out there that might not even know they're unaware, it's kind of interesting. Like, hopefully we find you guys, right? And you can learn from the show for one. But any other big takeaways that they could look to if, they've kind of been putting off or ignoring wellness?
I mean, biggest thing for me, as I've always said this, is follow your heart. If there's something calling to you, like deep down, that maybe you're just not sure completely what it is, because maybe for what it is, you're just not fully comprehending what it is this calling is trying to pull you to. You're not aware, and so the hesitation there. But maybe having that faith, believing in yourself to take that leap, to follow your heart and, listen to that deeper sense of knowing, I think is a big thing.
Mic drop. Hopefully it doesn't come down. I would say have that childlike curiosity when people bring stuff up to you. Be like, oh, tell me more about it. Create more awareness to that. And then, like you said, kind of like let that subconscious mind take you where it wants to take you and endlessly open those doors. Be unattached.
Unattached. That's, yeah.
Exactly. Yep. I would say just get the snowball rolling.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't learn everything in a day, but you start with one area of health and let it snowball, and over time you're on a better journey. So hopefully you take that route. Lots more wellness downfalls to be discussed in the series. Next week we're going to talk about food and drink temptations.
Ooh, let's go.
Ugh, big one. So like and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next week, and we'll see you soon.